guys, it's Shelly. Good morning. Good morning. I'm coming back to you to give an update on my dining room table. So you probably remember a couple of weeks ago where I was looking for an additional salad plate to top off the 4-piece set for my eat-in kitchen, and I never could find that plate that I needed. So I just wanted to show you how I improvised to make the look that I wanted, and I hope that this does inspire you to think outside of the box if you were to ever run into this type of situation. Okay, so you'll notice that on this end of the table and on the side that is directly across from it, I have the dinner plate, the salad plate for the set that I purchased. But because I needed one more of these and I couldn't find it, let me show you how I improvised. So instead of having the square plate like you see here, I had a clear crackle plate that came in a set of 4 from it came from TJ Maxx, you guys. And so I decided to put that on top of this plate, and to give it some more dimension, I found this beautiful plate from Home Goods, and I want to say it was $4.99, and it is trimmed in silver too. And so that's what makes this a more cohesive design, because this plate has that silver trimming, which balances off of the silver trimming on the original plates that I have, and it balances here as well. So that's what I did to improvise, since I could not find that plate that I was looking for. Now, I probably will find that plate later, so I did keep the other one, and I did put it up, but this is how I improvise. And there is nothing wrong, you guys, with having 2 matching place settings side by side and a totally different place setting on the opposite end, as long as it is around the same color scheme and theme. Something else that I'm considering trying, you guys, as well, is I'm looking for square placemats, because I think that will really top off these square plates. But the round ones work just as well. I just think that the square ones will give me more space between the placemat and the tray that I have. And I think I'm going for this beautiful picture frame that balances so well off of this, doesn't it? Look at that, y'all. They balance so well. I'm gonna put the word eat, just something simple and cute, eat, or something like family first or something like that, but I want it in that silver foiling. So do you see that silver foil lettering? I want something in that silver foil print to go into this beautiful frame that plays so well off of this plate. Okay, and so you see where I got that frame from, and I really think that's a great price. You can also find beautiful frames such as this at Ross for around the same price, and at Burlington. But TJ Maxx usually has really good specials on their frames. Something else I want to mention is this these plates here. They did come in a set of 4, you guys, but I decided just to use 2 for this table. So they do come in a set of 4, and they were only I want to say $7.99 for a set of 4, which is really good because it's a really good quality. But also these plates here give this plate setting more texture. And what I mean by texture is that it's not all flat, like here, flat. Well, this has texture too. It does. So here you see this bowl is flat. This plate has more texture here, even though the rim is texture. So if at all possible, try to add some texture to your place settings. These plates came from TJ Maxx. These placemats, they came from Ross. And they typically come in a set of 4. Every now and then you'll see a set of 6. These acrylic napkin ring holders, you guys, came from Amazon. I want to say they were like $13. Don't forget that tip that I gave you guys on the Facebook group. If you are purchasing things from Amazon, always scroll down a little bit below the price to see if it is available somewhere else for cheaper. And it may say buy used. If it says buy used, that doesn't mean it's damaged. They'll tell you if it's damaged. It more than likely means that that particular item doesn't have its box or the plastic has been torn, but 9 times out of 10 it's new. Now that doesn't work for everyone, but it does happen often. Let me see. These flowers came from Hobby Lobby. These candlesticks came from Home Goods. And I didn't want to put candles in them. I had candles in them and I absolutely did not like it. So I took those candles out, and you'll notice that in more decor settings that you see, lots of people are not putting candles into candle holders such as this because they lean and tilt, and it just wasn't giving me the vibe that I wanted. So I decided to leave them out because they make a statement all by themselves. Wouldn't you agree? And so these flowers came from Hobby Lobby, the bushes and the stems. This came from Michael's, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. This actually came in a very, very full bush. I cut off sprigs from that bush and just tucked it inside. When I originally did this arrangement, I put the whole bush, and I absolutely hated it. But I found that if I cut off little sections of it, I filled it up until it had the desired look that I wanted, and so that's what I decided to go with, just a few. And so that was also an economical way of making this place setting a floor arrangement. I got this tray from I got it from QVC, but it's from Inspire Me Home. What I love about this is this is actually the smaller tray. So can you imagine that I have one bigger than that? And I got them both for like 41 bucks, which is a huge deal because I got 2 for the price of 1 if I went to Z Gallery. So don't discount QVC. They have some really good prices. Excuse me, you guys, I'm very sorry. Let me see. Something else that I added to this kitchen is, do you guys remember I was going for the collage of things on the wall that included that? I didn't like it. I really come to the conclusion that I really don't like the gallery style. But I did like these pictures. And what I do think, because these are on command strips, you guys, I'm going to lower this one and space them out a little bit more so I won't have such a huge gap here. But I just wanted you guys to see what I ended up going with. Now, I did hang up the other one and decided that I didn't like it the way that I had it laid out the last time we talked about this wall. But I am feeling this wall just simple white theme, black lettering, and this is one of the frames that I DIY'd. Well, I purchased it from Michael's, and it was more distressed than I liked, so I just painted some acrylic paint over the edges. No, I think it was chalk paint, white chalk paint over the edges, and I glammed it up a bit just to add some glam because you know my table is glam. But you notice I didn't glam up all of them. And so I'm really, really loving this. This picture came from Michael's. This picture came from Hobby Lobby. And this picture up top came from Kohl's. Okay. Something else that I did in the kitchen since we last spoke is I bought that eat sign and I went over it with chalk paint, white chalk paint, because it was a lot more distressed than I like, because it is a farmhouse piece. And so to make it more of a contemporary glam piece, I went over it with chalk paint, let it dry, use command hook strips, command picture strips to hang it so that I won't have lots of nails on my wall. And last, you guys, but certainly not least, here's that heart that I had that was going to be a part of the gallery wall. I decided to put it above this little floral arrangement I DIY'd. I put that there. I also hung that with command strips. This welcome sign is actually like a key ring holder or whatever, a coat holder, whatever. I hung that with command strips too. And this basket I got from Kirkland's. It was brown, and I sprayed it with a glossy white. But as you notice, I didn't spray it fully to get the full coat of coverage. I wanted just a little bit of a distressed look. And I love it because against the silver wall, it looks kind of gray. Wouldn't you agree? It looks kind of gray. And so it fits right in perfectly. What I do like is that it did have a hook on the back. So do you see the hook for the basket? So that's what makes it a hanging basket. These flowers, these tulips, are real to the touch kind of feeling. What I did was I took the green stems off that came with it, because for me, it made it feel more like they weren't real. So I took those off. I had these little bushes laying around already. And I added something that I already had around the house from another floral arrangement. I added that. Now, you probably won't believe this, but this was, I kept this because I had cut it from a curtain that I used. I wanted my dining room curtains to be longer than what they were. And so I bought silver curtain patterns, and I cut them to add to the bottom of the curtains, right? So I cut this top part of the curtain off, but I kept it because I was like, I know I can use that for something, whether it was to use it to tie it around a curtain, not a curtain, set of towels or something. I kept it, and I'm glad I did, because what I did was I hung it here, no tape, no glue, just tied it in a bow, and I threaded through a piece of ribbon from the Dollar Tree that has silver in it, threaded it through, and it really glammed up that whole basket. And just to think I was gonna send that basket back to the store, but I'm glad I kept it, you guys. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope that you have learned something that will help you to transform your home.